a public process for updating the zoning ordinance.
Lexington officials are revisiting their zoning ordinance to specify which types of Airbnbs are allowed in the city and where they may be located. Matthew Tuchler, a zoning commissioner for Lexington, says that this will be a complicated process.
How do we manage these differences? I don't know.
For example, the zoning commission must decide if a one-bedroom listing could be in the same zone as a listing for an entire home.
I think there's a real issue with some ambiguity in terms of the rules themselves and then the actual application and implementation of the rules.
Why is rezoning an Airbnb regulation so important? One reason, Tuchler says, is parking in neighborhoods with a thriving Airbnb.
They would bring their 1 or 2 cars on that street. That would cause a significant problem in terms of traffic flow.
But local vacation property owner Tom Bradshaw says that the Lexington government should promote tourism instead of limiting parking. Public Works recently blocked a parking area next to his Lexington property.
They've not been helpful, they've been discouraging. And I hate to see that because I think what Lexington's all about is trying to encourage people to come here.
Lexington is also trying to enforce tax collection at Airbnbs. The first step in this process, making sure that every Airbnb host in Lexington has a business license. Karen Roundy, Lexington's Commissioner of Revenue, says she spends about 8 hours a month on this.
I will go through the Airbnb website each month and look at the new listings, and that's when I contact people to let them know they need a license.
Lexington Airbnb hosts must charge renters a 13.3% tax that goes to the state, the city, and the Virginia Horse Center. It's the same tax that Lexington hotels charge. Arne Glaeser, Lexington's planning director and zoning administrator, says that this tax revenue is crucial. 64% of Lexington's land is not taxable.
That's a huge percent. I've never heard of another community that's that high. So we have to be cognizant of if somebody is going to rent out a room and that room is not being rented at the local hotel anymore, that we do need to make sure that that revenue comes in.
And if Airbnb hosts do not charge taxes, Tuchler says, it would give them a competitive advantage over local hotels, especially during times like university parents' weekends and graduations.
You're telling them that they have to operate by a different set of rules from somebody who's actually providing the same product. That's a fairness issue.
Hosts must also pay a tangible property tax to the city on every movable object in their rental. For example, twice a year, Lexington Airbnb hosts Mary and John Doyle must submit an exhaustive list of objects in their rental apartment, including
the couch, the cushions, the table,
The beds, the sheets, the towels, the pillows.
it's a pain in the neck.
Still, Roundy says, submitting the required taxes benefits Lexington's hosts.
It's good for the city, for our general funds, to make it so that we can pick up the garbage, so that we can plow the streets, so that people can get to your place of business.
In the end, Antonia Albano says that Airbnb has responded to the concerns of places like Lexington.
I think Airbnb has really stepped up to answer all the concerns, and they have put notice after notice on their website saying, you need to be aware of your state, local, and city ordinances.